Okay, it is June 13th, and I still haven't planted my garden. Getting down to the wire. I'm getting a little bit stressed, not gonna lie. But we're getting some dirt put on it right now. He's coming with another load from the corral, and here we go, gardening in Montana. Welcome back. I'm Cece. My husband Kirk and I homestead in the big beautiful state of Montana, and we are trying desperately to get our garden planted before Father's Day. It is the Thursday before Father's Day, so we'll see how it goes. I talked to a lady today who actually designs landscape, and she said as long as cow manure has been in the sun and exposed for 6 months, we can use it and it's not too hot. So that's what we're doing. You can still see some of the wet in it, so hopefully we didn't get it too rich and hot. Okay, overall it looks really good. I'm slightly concerned about this patch right here. There's a lot of old hay in there and it's pretty wet, pretty rich. But the farther down, like all this stuff down here looks really good. It looks like dirt, not like old cow manure. So I'm hoping that this is gonna work. We're gonna let it dry because it is, especially this stuff right here, it's still pretty wet. We're gonna let it dry. It's supposed to be pretty hot tomorrow with a chance of rain late in the evening, so maybe we can get it all tilled in tomorrow. If not, we'll till it Saturday, and we'll just prep all of the workspace Saturday, hopefully. And then Sunday afternoon, we're gonna probably work really hard to get the seeds in the ground because it is supposed to rain pretty much all day Monday and into Tuesday. So all right, this is what we've got done so far. Okay, little update. It is Father's Day today. It is super windy. I am in a sweatshirt. It is chilly. We are going to go ahead and plant the garden this afternoon. Monday night, Tuesday night, we could get almost to freezing temperatures at night, but if we go ahead and get the seeds in, they'll get the moisture that we're calling for, and by Wednesday it's supposed to be sunny again and kind of start to warm up slowly. So we're just gonna do it so the seeds are in the ground. They'll have a few days to kind of germinate and get good moisture. So here we go. This is kind of crazy, planting a garden in a sweatshirt, but this is the crazy weather that we get to deal with pretty consistently in Montana. Okay, maybe it's a little bit quieter here in the greenhouse. I got my stack of seeds. I don't think I'm gonna do the popcorn, but see, I got 2 different types of corn, some kale, cilantro, cauliflower, cabbage, if I have space. Carrots, beets are for sure. Broccoli, if I have space. So those are some of like the brand new seeds. And then I saved a bunch of my seeds. This is the benefit of doing heirloom. So these were the green beans from last year. And then I have a whole sack of seeds. You can see corn, some peas, some more peas, some beans back here, a little bit of cilantro and some broccoli, and kind of drew out how I'm going to plant my garden. We'll see if this works or not, but it's kind of the plan. Meanwhile, I do have tomatoes planted in here. Let me see if I can show you. And I don't know if I showed you guys already, but I transplanted all my peppers. And I have some greens down here. I have a squash way over here in the corner. So the greenhouse is looking good. It's still not recovered. It's still with the old plastic, but it'll get us through for a while. Maybe in the middle of the summertime when it's hot, we can pull all the plastic off and recover it and not do any damage to the plants in here. Looks like I'm gonna definitely need to soak these really good. These will be just fine during the colder temperatures. That's why it's amazing to have a greenhouse in Montana. I'm not concerned about this stuff in here. I'll make sure that that door is shut at night and probably just keep it shut for the next several days. Just to the west of us and just to the north of us, they could be getting like snow. I wouldn't be real surprised if we wake up probably Tuesday morning, maybe even Wednesday morning to a dusting of snow. I hope not, but I'm pretty sure the seeds in the ground will still be safe even if that does happen. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I didn't plant the garden till the middle of June. Sometimes it works out really good to be a little later. I even contemplated pushing it back a few days, but I'm gonna go ahead and plant it because I need it off my to-do list, and I can just breathe a lot better knowing my garden is planted, even though that's when the real work begins, but I'll have a week or two that I can just kind of breathe. The next step I do is I take a dirt rake and kind of rake it smooth. You can kind of see over here where the till lines are and where I rake it smooth. So, all right, here we go. I cannot do a nice straight row. I normally have to do a stick with a string on it, but he can do a nice row. So I am going to mark, I don't know if you can see, maybe this side you can see it a little bit better. I have a little stick right there, and I mark that so we know where the rows are before they come up. Here we go, garden of 2024. Okay, we have the beans and the corn planted, leveling out the rest of the garden. We're getting there, guys, we're getting there. Okay, so this square right here, we are gonna do potatoes, but we need to soak it because it's really, really hard. Everything else is planted. We succeeded. Got the garden planted by Father's Day. Feels so good to have it done. Just need to get some water on and rebuild the fence and plant the potatoes, but water is going to be top priority. That T-post right in the center has a sprinkler head on top, and over there is a ditch that we put a pump in and run a hose over to there, and that will water the whole garden. Good morning. It is Wednesday. So just to kind of fill you guys in a little bit, Sunday we got the garden planted, and then we got a cold snap, and it is now Wednesday morning, and I want to go show you guys what the temperature is. It is 7 a.m. So let me go show you what the temperature is outside. Sometimes all the extra stress is not worth it, you guys. I was so stressed about not getting my garden in, and I had made a rule for myself. Father's Day was the last day that I could get it in. Past that, you're starting to get on the other end of fall, and if I would have had this planted earlier, if my garden was planted earlier and my stuff was up, it froze last night. I could have lost a whole bunch of stuff in my garden. I know other people are, and sometimes I have to remind myself that the stress isn't worth it, because you never know what the future's gonna be, and sometimes everything works out for a reason. So it's supposed to get warm again. By this weekend it's supposed to be into the mid-80s, and so my garden is just probably going to explode because it got nice and wet. Everything is still underground. My stuff in my greenhouse should have been totally fine. And so this is what happens when you garden in Montana. You never know what's coming. You never know what's coming next. So don't stress out sometimes. And that's speaking to me. You just gotta just do it and hope everything works out okay.